Making classic Fallen, gonna line up that heaven smoke, and now the push is coming in.
Oh, the double barrel setup denied. They drop a smoke, but there's a Molotov on top, and now you know Liquid are gonna check this spot out. It burns Tess as he dies with his shit. Will that sell the fake? Refresh gets one, Shush pokes his head out and does take down that. One more man on the side, doesn't know where to look, and it's Shush to find the round. That looked very scary for him.
In terms of like, not being afraid to get this info and play around with the rotations, and I think that's very true for this heroic squad. Liquid, not so much. So Fallen, flashed in middle, but it's Shush's MP9 getting the better of him. Yeah. Had to dance up over at Khan. Elige needs to be cautious because they're starting to push Monster right as he's looked away, and this might lead to the bomb getting cut loose down in the short tunnel. Elige, two players there, they get the better of him, and this round has fallen apart at the seams for Team Liquid. Double swung, they just count down.
There's not much I can do about it. Liquid aren't offering up a trade. Smokes are down, info to be gained for Heroic. But Stown sees nothing. It's all a timing game as Grim could come back down connector. But not yet. Fallen's bringing the bomb through instead. That's even more dangerous. Uh-oh.
Ready for this. Fallen considers it, comes around, looking right at the boost, but misses the shot. Stewie trying to swing to trade that out, at least brings us back into a 3-on-3. Cadian, here's the footsteps in middle. They don't know about him in the toilets, and the trade doesn't come through. Instead, Grim's grabbed the bomb and is hightailing it into the A bomb site, but he is very much alone. Going for the truck plant as well. Now, they don't know about this long lurk from NaVi, but if he doesn't get here in time, he won't even be able to play around this bomb. Grim needs to hold on to the site, and taking one to the grave with him is going to help out. That molly on the bomb is actually buying NaVi more time. But if they just get on it now, you got to swing wide from the toilets. There's the swing. Refresh locks in the kill. And Heroic, they go 5-0 up.
Wow, Liquids to a degree. And how you want to combo utility. Quick flash in, Liquid, force a turn. The second one's the one that works, but Refresh was anti the whole time. Shush trades, and he doesn't get out alive. 3-on-2 for Liquid. They almost reset, but then they go right back in for more.
Oh, that's the bomb, though.
Oh,
no one else was there. Yeah, that does look like one of those moments where, you know, two conflicting decisions come through. They're able to get the bomb, but they've not made it easy for themselves, and this is falling apart now. NaVi is throwing into a 1v2, and he's dealt with by Stown in a... Oh yeah, Grim's going fast through middle. He never extinguished the molly, and so Cadian wasn't ready for someone to be so deep. It's a nice idea when he's only got this MAC-10 in play, but now that long push has secured the mid control, and at this point, these two heroic players in the B site know it's a B play. Stown holds on, he does what he can, and he's got Shush here backing him up every step of the way. Stewie 2K in a 1-on-4 is going to get silenced. And so it's still flawless for Heroic, 7-0.
Yeah, faced them pretty fiercely on Dust 2, but otherwise was silent in that series. Liquid just need to get the taste of blood back in their mouth.
Yeah, but right now it's Heroic taking all these liberties, right? Only getting more confident as the game goes on. Cadian still hanging around in middle. Doesn't want to fall, so he will eventually have to concede this, but it's all well and good. Liquid are having to take a lot of time here. You're fighting on other ends of the map as well. Tess says that nade would secure the kill, you like to think, but instead, Grim's going to trade out, or sorry, swing out and grab it. Liquid. Ooh, they're finally coming through with something here. 4-on-2. Grimathy finally dealt with down in the connector. You really need to win this one. Liquid have not been in any of these man advantage scenarios, and Refresh, even though he's dealt with in con, there's still Cadian waiting on B, and I said about these AWPers, good clutch players. Well, Cadian fits that bill. He hears the footsteps. He knows they're wrapping him at Monster. He's already here. The spacing is everything right now for Liquid. They swing it, and Stewie baits the shot out, locks in the round, and Liquid 4-on-4, and it grinds to a bit of a halt now. Liquid are looking for a way out. Grim down in connector. He's either going to give them that leverage, or he could be the kill that tips the scales to Heroic.
He's just making sure that he's not being flanked, and he's got misinformation. Tess is tucked in from B short. He knows now he has a timing to go and attack this backline, and the more utility he hears go over, the more info that Liquid are committing. Tess has the round in the palm of his hand.
Yeah. And now there's also this 3-man stack in the A bomb site. You're getting 4 from the back, from the front, and it's looking to get locked in. Time runs out for Team Liquid. Stewie, just a bit of time to try and recover this site kill, but ends up dying. It's fine.
That's the problem. You know, 6 rounds versus Entropic. Sure, good overpass team, Heroic, a team of a different caliber. You need some breathing room to set yourself up for that defense comeback. Cadian flashed off this time around. There's been some missed orb shots, but this time didn't even get to see his opponent. That's the same. Flick goes nowhere. Nade to the truck does nothing, and Heroic have had to concede the site. They're even hunting down this long player. Tessus doesn't know where to look. That's a gun for the post plant and a man up. Many a team would save here. Your money's on the line. Oh no!
Oh no, missed flash from Cadian, but there's Refresh giving you the opener and enticing you back in for this retake perhaps. You've still kept it even, you've kept it in this 3-on-3, and the one gun is now removed from Team Liquid. It's going to be an attempt at the last second defuse. Smoke on the bomb, Refresh is low, and this could be a money-ruining round. Team Liquid, they've... Yeah, we got Fallen working mid with the orb. Little run boost to send Shush to the other side of Monster without anyone seeing it. Now, you will completely discount this position because it wasn't smoked, it was only mollied, and you were holding for that cross. They never knew that Shush got there.
Track of the finances. Oh god, Grim, he doesn't know there's a long player. Tessus gets out of dodge, a smoke's down, and a player is drawing them in from the truck, from the dumpster. Grim just turns on a dive and takes out Tessus. What a read. Maybe a call, maybe a footstep heard. 15 seconds as the plant comes in. Cadian trying to do something about it. He's up above the smoke, and he's fallen off. Grim should be able to trade this. Fallen's getting hounded down, and NaV tries to come in to save the day. All the kills for Heroic. It's Fallen's time to shine, and he can't do it. Trapped on the bomb site with a flank as well coming in. There was nowhere to go. Not at all pushing him back into the toilet. He waits for this contact fight. Any more utility? Doesn't look like it. They could line up, but Cadian just takes down Fallen and gets out with only a graze.
Tessus is still in connector.
Oh, no.
And he's hit this perfect timing. Now, he should get traded from Bottom Con, but it comes in once he's dealt with both the mid players. And now, at this point, right, the guys on A are feeling pretty assured in these peaks down towards connector. They're looking to fight for it, and Cadian strips NaV from the action. It's all left onto Grim. 1-on-4, Cadian scoped up at short, Refresh holding the toilets, even though he deals with the first.
For the smoke fade, Shush gone, and the B site now open for the taking. It's a retake for Stown. He's not had a quiet game though, he's not been one to sleep on. Smoke, Kit, Flash, they're plotting for him as well. They've got to, they don't know about that heaven position. Molly fades, and Stown moves silent. As Fallen gets even more aggressive, Stown knows he's got one on either side at this point. But which can he fight first? No one's giving him anything. Fallen's in a graffiti, and NaV closes the half with 5 for Liquid. It's good enough, but they've got to win the pistol or press. Hey, only NaV there, though. Fallen tasked alone at that B-bomb site with his smoke. Stown gonna hunt this kill. He knows he's still close, and he's got Grim by surprise. Second man, Stown wasn't ready, and Stewie trades that. You still don't know about Elige, the third in connector, and so Liquid decide to re-aggress. Cadian's holding for this exact play.
Yeah.
Blimey.
Yeah, Cadian, this is gross, mate. Oh, Stewie's now deleted. On the upside, it wasn't Elige that was just spotted. This might give you a false sense of security when it comes to connector. And if you're going to try and rotate down here, there's a third man waiting in the wings.
Holding.
Right now, Refresh is calling that the B-bomb site looks clear. And Elige baited out by a decoy there.
Can't blame him.
$50, ladies and gents, and that's what gets Elige killed. Just Fallen and NaVi 2-on-4, and this B-bomb site overran by Heroic. Fallen and NaV will tap out one. Gonna give this a go, but Refresh has sent NaV back to the Shadow Realm, and Fallen should be next to follow. They swing him all together, and he tries his damnedest, but there's nothing you can do at a Heroic because Refresh was the guy to walk into B. He was also the dude with all the utility. Like, that's a big gamble to take when you're like the utility guy of the team, right? If you die, you lose it all. Oh my goodness, hang on a second. These Deagles over in mid, and Stewie's scout have found 3 in the blink of an eye.
Time around, this one will do it. There's the spot. Stewie now knows they're getting close.
Yeah, he's called for the rotations, and so this A bomb site is padded out. Stewie's scout is not to be laughed at, mate. A little jiggle from Stewie almost ruins everything. Oh, hang on a moment, Elige. This, he doesn't know it, but this fight could influence the outcome of the entire round. If he dies on A, then they might have been able to move in. But luckily enough, he stands his ground. He's secured this A bomb site now, and you're able to maintain this stack over on B with more bullets raining in. It becomes all too clear where Heroic were hoping to end up now. 20 seconds left, and they've made no progress into this B bomb site. Canadian lining up a heaven smoke to try and get them in, but they've still got to fight all three in the site. And here they are, falling like flies. It's Team Liquid up onto 9.
This map, so he's been offering a lot of utility from heaven. He's been the guy, you know, running back up onto the A site when Heroic are trying to fake it out. So, oh dear, Elige gets caught with the door off. That doesn't do him any favors. He's staring at B short. Control they don't have, and Stewie grabs it back. Taking out Shush with the second AWP has come up in favor of Liquid.
Yeah, you got to credit them for their knowledge of when and where to try and take these pushes. Here come the A utility from Heroic. Stewie, they've mollied you here, mate. Jeez, all right. And now they deal with him. All the kills found for Tesses and Refresh on the entries, and Grim is too far away to really make a difference. Coming up through Con, he might just die to the incumbent Refresh. Now they know he's here. They've got no reason to peek this. They've got no reason to give him a chance.
Fights, but we've already seen Stewie do so. B-Rush.
Yeah, here's all this utility running over Team Liquid. They've got to hold on. Grim up close. Grim mowed out. He's good for the double. Switching out to the dig, and all of them for Grim. He's sent them out of B. The site belongs to him. He's not going to let go of it. Oh, Tesses is now trying to cross over in middle as this B hit comes in. Flash is good, but Grim is better. And Stewie swinging out will help remove another. That was the bomb tossed into Monster, and the round probably thrown away with it. Cadian's holding for a repeat that will never arrive. They've got no reason to give this AWP a kill. They might try and hunt it at the end of the round, because this one is a Team Liquid round all the way. 12-12.
To B, they set up with a flash and short. You've still got 3 down lower, but Fallen, this is your time to shine on the A site.
Yeah, he really needs to hold his own here. The flash goes over, and it gets the better of a double monster hold. This is quickly getting out of hand. Fallen has now left the A bomb site as the push is coming in. He's going to realize the error of his ways. He comes back up, but if he doesn't get anything, this might be a save. There's one from Fallen, and it's a 3-on-3 retake. What do they want to do? They're going to boost up, try to clear these close angles, but they will miss timings. Oh no, Cadian goes back into the site after already getting away. And that has now given Liquid a reason to believe in this retake. Shush set up to play around the bombs. Down, he's just here to try and take as many to the grave with him as he can. And it might be the double. Oh, they give him a jump peek. They give him another chance. He's backed up. He's flashing over. He's keeping them off the angle. Finally dealt with. And now just Shush left to beat. This whole round was centered around Shush being the guy to close, but he can't do the damage. Going to the front side of toilet, but they're on the bomb. They're sticking it, and the defuse is in for Liquid.
Wow. But none of this has held back Liquid before. Why would it start now?
Yeah, I mean, they've been up against it throughout pretty much the entirety of this map, right? Only having recently gotten into the lead, so I can't imagine they're looking to part ways with it just yet. Grim and Elige, they hold down this first 2-man push in. Grim will finally get cleared out by Shush. Elige swinging, reclaims that frag, and it's left to Cadian in the 1-on-3. They don't want to give him room. They don't want to give him respect. They're pushing him down. This is typical of Liquid. Out of Monster into the boost. The moment they see that telltale Molotov, that's when Stewie's up on the boost angle. It's still the B commitment. Naf and Elige have got to hold the line. They hear the flashes, they hear the footsteps. There's the swing, and Elige knocks them both out. Only Shush left to beat. He's made it close, but Elige is going to lock in 15. Last time they walked into this stack, they were able to break it apart with ease. It was Refresh doing the bulk of the heavy lifting. You found Fallen, but are you ready for 2 more? They aren't considering Naf at long, and he's going to hold on to the round. Just Cadian, 22 points of health. The difference between Team Liquid taking this map or it raging on. Heroic has either got to come in clutch with Cadian, Well, Liquid go 1-0 up in the quarterfinal. Cadian does not know where Grim is. He's never been seen, and Naf has fallen off to play long passive. He won't give you this fight. You've got to peek it wide, and there's Naf to close with 4. Team Liquid a comeback from 5-11 down.
Heroic's T side now to begin. They're not waiting, are they? Popping out of HUD. It's going to be Tessas leading the charge. Grim, the anchor man, he's got 2 already. Swapping sides behind the CT vent, and the flank from Lobby is there to stop Stown in his tracks. That's where Heroic are right now, grounded, waiting for Cadian to come up the ladder. No one's considering it. Cadian, quick pop into the face of Fallen, now into the back of the site. Elige's got to hold strong, taking Grim's position, who's moved away, still behind the CT vent, still causing problems, not allowing Refresh to get involved, and Liquid want to bring the fight to them.
Yeah, I love that reaction out of Liquid. Cadian now alone, and low on HP as well. He's swung by Elige.
It's when his 1v1, and even if he can't, there's a flank from T-Spawn. It's Stewie.
Yeah, locking that killing gives you a good idea as to what was hoping to happen in this round. Fast vent drop, that's because Elige has already secured this bit of real estate. Now Cadian will best him in the head-to-head. They are pressuring Grim in a big way, but Refresh blinded in the corner. Now leaves it onto his teammates. This scout on Cadian is so frustrating, and it's coming in with kills. They can't seem to find it. They finally whittle him down. Tessas, though, given a chance, a fighting chance in the clutch. Naf has tapped the bomb, but Tessas is hiding, playing with him. You know, you don't just want to write this one off and commit to a save right away. If this was a bit deeper into the half, I think you definitely would. But here, knowing they're not up against much, it's these force by wars. They wanted to give it at least a bit of a look in. Flash for Grim, sets him up with 1. It's a lot of damage, and Stewie's able to trade that out. So now you're well and truly invested. You're well and truly interested in this retake. There's an M4 that Fallen could grab, but he's elected to stay on the scout. Running in, he's dead to shush. And so Stewie, not a hope in hell now with this crossfire set up in the site, so well established. Heroic, they'll continue these force firewalls to Don. But the outside work from these two was phenomenal. Might not come to matter as it's a vent drop for Heroic where 3 players get down. Elige is wrapping them through secret, and Naf has already rotated in at ramp. And they are low from this cross. There's Cadian dead. Now they learn about the secret wrap. They stop the bomb plant because they don't want to plant with only 1 guy down on B. That would have been a round win for Liquid. But as a result, Tessas is now stuck in enemy lines in this B site. And they know he's here. They get him trapped. They get him pincered. Nothing he can do. And Fallen, while he will miss that shot and give Shush something in the 1-on-4, it should get traded. There's Stewie to make it happen.
Unless Naf is given something, Elige could flash him out, or vice versa. Jumps, they're just playing with their food right now. He does flash, Elige's going to drop in. They're going for a full send, and the spray is almost there. Good trade through the smokes down. Stops Naf from crossing to the bomb site.
Now they just need to play around this bomb. They're going to double up. They will not separate here. It is a trade game, and if you never give Refresh a 1v1, how on earth is he meant to win this round?
No clue on Fallen, but Fallen, legs might be open here above the ladder. We'll see if the angle comes back to bite him. Yes, it does. Refresh finds it. He knows Elige was in the lobby as well, but where has he gotten to? Same position, different motive. Death looking to deal it, and Elige has got the round. Oh my goodness.
And the big question is, are they ready for Naf, who repositioned up here earlier after Stewie died?
He's aiming high, Refresh ducks low, we love that. The meta is to climb on the railing. Naf is not ready for the opposite of it. Grim, alone on A. No, that molly, last tick, spreads and burns him. He might drop the bomb, and not today.
Elige could disrupt it, yeah. He could be the fly in the ointment, the wolf in sheep's clothing, but just a second too late is Elige on this wrap round. There he is with 1, isn't ready for the second. Grim traded as well, and just Fallen left out, and now they know he's on for the ramp rotation. Smoke on the right side, now you've only got to worry about the left, and in comes Fallen to his death. It's Tessas tapping this A-bomb site again. Grim has given us some great moments anchoring down this site, and he's got to do it once more. He's got Stewie to support him from heaven, and even in the vent right now is Fallen waiting for a drop down. Grim dies, but Stewie out of heaven and into the site, now looking to defend. Fallen up through the vents has stripped them of yet another kill, and Naf moves into lobby to execute execute the second man. Refresh down through Vences, out of the A-bomb site, and throwing into a 1v1 clutch versus NaV.
Hey, these rounds go from 5v5 to 1-on-1 immediately. Refresh hears the steps, he doubles back, he's going back up the vent, he's faking it. NaV doesn't know where to look, where to go. He's got to hunt this kill. Refresh is coming to him though.
A double ramp retake for Team Liquid. Couple of flashes, that's all you've got on the side of Heroic, so you've got nothing to slow this down. You've just got to win your fights. Refresh close, 10 after 1, and Grim's gonna double up. Team Liquid
goes in over the top to cut off a rotate. It's just to go on the outside of main, in fact, over the roof. Elige is lurking with it. Stow now top heart, perfect position. They're already outdoor though, he's not going to see them yet. Elige runs through his own smoke, and Stow falls into the meat grinder, dead after 1. Grim, as good as he is at anchoring it.
Worked once before, so here he is lining that up. In with it. Another decoy, and they do fall for it, but Grim, not one to look away from the flashies, is here to try and hold the line. It is slowly but surely falling apart. Oh no! And now Elige dead, fallen. 1v2, bomb planted for him, and they don't have time, they don't have those kits. It's the lack of kit that comes back to hurt Heroic. Yeah, they've not lent lightly into this B commit. Tesses draws the attention in, lets Refresh spring out for a double. It's getting out of hand as the Deagles come through with kill. What they need him to do, but with guns now retrieved, his job gets that much harder, and there he is, double swung.
It'll be as easy, I can tell you that much.
Yeah, a rush to try and steal one away. In comes Fallen with the opener. Oh, shotgun though, good for a double. Elige, he burns out. Down, and there's Stewie to secure it with the P2. A 3-on-2, but everyone's wounded, everyone's low. NaVi, the only guy with health to spare. And 2 players trapped in the site trying to deny this wrap from Tesses. The flash makes it awkward. NaV just cannot afford to die here. The longer you can go without returning that advantage, the better. They've seen him push in the main smoke, so he's going to try and get out of there, but this is getting weird. It's getting crazy. NaV. Oh, Elige wins that fight to Tesses at 7 points of health. Cadian's got to do it alone, and they just won't give him the fights. They're playing with him once again. Not a kit. Cadian will strike one away. The kit's out in the open. He's got to swing for it, and NaV playing it to time. Back out of there again. On the bomb for Cadian. It was always going to be close anyway, and there's NaV to steal it from Heroic.
Unbelievable. NaV might get caught. He's being attracted in by the door player. There's the swing through lobby. He has no idea, but he does catch the rifle first. Bye-bye.
Oh, Fallen dropping down. Is he ready for the USP? Both are low. And Refresh locks in that kill. Now a 1v1 versus Elige. They're both tagged up. You were not meant to win this. And yet here's Refresh making it happen before our very eyes. Another multi-kill round perhaps. Elige with the swing, and the Deagle is there to close it. How you want it to start. Fallen tagged up, and Cadian to secure not 1, but 2 openers. With that, the bomb cut loose in secret. They try to get players across to recover. They did 5-on-4s out of the gate. Now they just need to hold, knowing Heroic will be feeling pressure, but that's the bomb. That's a bit of a disaster. Luckily enough, Grim and Elige come through with a kill apiece, keeping this in Team Liquid's pocket. Refresh dead on that swing, and so it's left to Tesses. Now, they might not expect him in at this upper site, still playing default. Timing is everything here. You've got to peek them together. You can't give Tesses too many 1v1s. Elige isn't even considering it, and so there's the first for Tesses. This is not how you want this to fall apart. Stewie tries to hold the flank. They've got the kit on Refresh. They've got a smoke as well. It feels like it's destined for them to try this round out to see what they can get away with. Liquid are entrenched. They've got these crossfires set up, but Fallen dead right away. Grim and Stewie brushed aside, and that there is Nuke going the way of Heroic.
Wait!
Very little time on the clock. There's that volley of utility going over, and now you've got to go through the smoke if you want to use your smokes. 1 for Elige, and they deal with the 3-man stack, leaving it even.
On this CT side, they're going to go in a good place, but it's not a banana plant. Oh, it's done some serious damage to the unarmored Stewie. Forget what I said. This one does have consequences unless Stewie never matters, unless NaV was set up to win the round all along. They don't know how close Shush has got. Stewie going to take that contact, not needed. Now Heroic one step ahead. Refresh has rotated back. It is that game of whack-a-mole. Which site will you hit? Liquid. Oh, that flash does get blocked. They turn in time. It could be a problem though. Everyone looking the wrong way. Deeg's coming out, and these are much better than the Julies. Katie and Tess's both on the board. There's another from Refresh, and Stewie needs to clutch out of nowhere. Not allowed. But over the wall. Now Liquid. They were set up to go A anyway with Grim lurking at Banana. Now they've just got to commit. No question about it. Luckily, only 2 CTs here. Stown hidden in the back of the bomb site. Shush is going to burn to a crisp, and he can't take them down with him, but he's done damage. Now entering. Stown waiting. Can't get anything done through the smoke. If you want to win the round, it's all on Refresh, and it won't work. Elige provides cover from the mini pit, and that sends Heroic back to the B-bomb site.
They're boosting Fallen up and over for the CT peak. Refresh was playing that pixel angle, and he finds one through the smoke, but now they're going to go. Tess has been low on HP since the start of the round, but that's not stopped him. That's not slowed him down. NaV will get his revenge, and is now thrown into a 1v2 clutch.
It's a very open pot. He can't go back to Bernardo. He can't go anywhere.
Going to set up this lovely little pop flash for Grim. But once again, Stown's just jiggle peeking this pixel angle. He just gets the info like, yeah, it looks like me. I'll drop my smoke. But they're pressuring. They're moving in regardless of this utility. Tess says has been a real beast here. And he's good for 2.5. Stown there to finish the job, and Stewie with Fallen's AWP in hand, a 1v4. What should be an undoable round. This B site holds its own again. Banana is hiding in this smoke right now. He's going to get the information early that no one is here. But all that's going to do is let these A players know, yeah, they're coming your way, bud. Shush wins his fight in abs, and Refresh with the mow down. Does get caught switching. 15 seconds, one man still to get past, but you don't know that if you're Liquid. They gotta find this pit player in Shush. The bomb dead, it's a short plant. And so Shush is there to lock it in.
Burn their util, and that much they have done. Some of it at least. Flashes over the top of A, and they're going to burst onto this bomb site. This is more like it. This is what we saw from Liquid in the group, hopping into the site for Stewie. Still going to be dead. There's no trade yet. That smoke is a problem. Fallen flies through the grenades. Continue to make mincemeat of Team Liquid. NaV, 1v4, and inside of the pit sits Shush. He knows, but which side, he wonders. Oh, Tess says.
And he's not going to roll over and take it. Also worried about potential short re-aggression that we could have come through, especially with the bomb still back on Stewie over in middle. It is this mid to B split. They're going to try and come in. Cadian's one step ahead, waiting in the CT spawn to cut off these flanking players. That leaves all the pressure on the two in through Banana. Tess says hidden back of the site, buying time. Grim brushed aside, and Stewie is all alone. He just doesn't have the time to make this happen. If he gets the bomb down, yeah, I was going to say that would be almost an error on Heroic's part. They done this timing. He can still get fast and loose with the timings. Out through the short side, Elige. Oh, he's seen him. Dead on the jump. Grim will trade it. It's a 1v1, a chance at 3 rounds for Team Liquid. Not where they wanted to be, but they'll take anything at this point in time. Grim needs to win this at least just to save a little bit of face for Team Liquid. Set up in the graveyard, and it's top fragger Tess says to try and beat on the other side. It's a real David versus Goliath story here. Tess says there's so many angles to check. Grim misses that timing on the swing. Oh, but not the second time around, so it's 3-12. Liquid know that, so they try to re-aggress in middle, but with Cadian and Refresh both getting kills, this might actually entice you back the other way. You lose Refresh in middle, and I think this is where you now really hit the go button on the B play. Stu at 2K, back of the bomb site, but look at the time, 40 seconds on it, and he's got to try and keep this alive for Team Liquid. Ooh, they're pressuring him all right, and Cadian's going to delete him. Bomb plant now in. These guys could deny it, but they're very respectful on the peak. They catch Cadian on the jump back. And so now, one of the most winnable rounds you've had, a 2-on-1. Stown, the guy to try and get past. They're on the bomb, they tap it, they bait the peak, and they lock in the kill.
To finish, Tess is there, but he's team blocked by Shush, who saves his life. And Refresh wants to end Grims. He's done that. Bomb comes running back, and Liquid, who rotated into what was rightly a B play, but is now flipped into A. Heroic bringing the bomb. Yeah, that's heartbreaking. You know that kill might have just sealed your fate. You're now hoping that Elige can have a
massive round, and he will open up with Refresh. That was the one player actually in the site for Heroic. After losing him now, you're relying on getting this trade out of the apartments. Elige not looking the right way, would have to flick back up. Damage done, and Elige has made this possible. Fallen 1v1, and this really decides like how much faith you have in this Team Liquid comeback. If you win this round, the game's up in the air. Sjuush with the plant, low on HP. Fallen armed with the scout. Might be better faring with the pistol here. Sjuush holding, just waiting. Knows he's not going to have many chances to win this round. Time's getting away from Fallen. Eventually, he's got to make a move. And as he comes in, will he clear this back position? Fallen leaping in, and there's the Tech-9 to close. Defuse found, and it's Team Liquid. And now that they hear that, Fallen decides that I don't want to hang around in middle. The last thing I want is to be the guy going 1-for-1. I need to be up in the site and holding the line. They drop on in. They're trying to overwhelm Grim in the pit, and they will trade him out. Elige has come through the moto smoke, getting ahead of it and lining up. 1.5 at short. Fallen is low. The wall bang could finish him. He's hidden. Here's this mid flank coming in. You're on a timer here if you're Heroic, and time is quickly running out. Stown, he sees a barrel, but he's got to engineer a way to get this kill and then embark on the 1-on-2. Has dealt with Fallen. He's got the bomb down in the pit, and only 20 seconds to cross into this bomb site. Liquid are looking to face him, and that might be their downfall. Luckily enough,
he's now all that stands between Heroic and the A site.
Yeah, his B teammates can't rotate either. No matter how much Grim wants help, he is in this one alone. They secure the B kill, and Grim's just trying to buy time. Anything he can do to enable these rotations is good. The fact they haven't cleared him out yet is big for Team Liquid. Eventually, Cadian's going to try and deal with this pit player. Grim is doing everything he can to just not give this 2-on-2 over. Naf wants to try and set him up with a flash for a peek into the site. Flash goes over, but Grim's actually blinded by it. Cadian waiting in the graveyard. They've never seen him. They don't know about him. Sjuush up in the site. They're getting wrapped on from every position, and they've still got this pitman to worry about. Cadian with one, but he's stuck between a rock and a hard place, and Sjuush is tagged up, finished off by Naf. They don't have a kit. It's going to be close. Oh no, Naf grabs one. We're good. 9 on the board for Team Liquid.
They've got to fight their way through. They're so focused on Nubox, on Dark, on Coffins, on Blue. They're never going to be ready for the double CT setup. This should be a sweep. Fallen kills the lurker. Naf baits him in. Nice shot from Stown, but it won't be much as Sjuush falls as well. Naf
pushing ahead, traded after one, and now rotation's getting called for. It's only the low HP Stewie left in this bomb site. While this is happening, Refresh is late lurking out A. Smokes go in. Stewie, does he want to fight? Does he want to go? Flash through, but it's not going to blind his first man in. Tess says, deals with him, and now you're a man down. 3 on 4.
Oh, that's crazy. They go through the smoke. Elige was not ready for that. And Liquid, they've given it up. 4-on-4s. Well, how about 4-on-1s? Refreshes lurk, kills Grim for a change. And it's all on Fallen. Just holding exits, just trying to keep this orb going into the next. I was going to say, Liquid have been saving in 4-on-4 as well. They probably wanted to save, but weren't given the choice, weren't given the option in this round. Fallen may as well throw himself in. He's got players in front and behind, and Stown will...
Flashes, smokes, the whole 9 yards start to rain in, and this is a B commitment from Heroic. They don't have anywhere else to turn, so the 2 players in the site have got to hold the line. Flash from Fallen, blinds the players coming in. Stewie with 1, Naf follows up. Liquid looking for this response, and Refresh and Cadian are all that stand in their way, but not for long. This is like final 10-second push. Here comes all the util. Elige has just left middle, so now he's been called back. Right now, only 2 players in this A-bomb site. Fallen can't get out of there alive. Elige waiting in the library smoke. He's going through. Elige mows them down. He's trying to save NA. He's trying to save the day. And Grim from pit locks it in. Wow. 15.
That previous B hold, it's never been more predictable. Liquid already stacked to the 9s, holding strong.
Yeah, Fallen flashed off, drops the Molly, and Stewie here with the opener. They're trying to chase Fallen down, but Stewie's got his back. It's the beginning of the end, and it's all the AWPs. Cadian, burnt out, can't find a thing. Stewie and Fallen making it happen, making Team Liquid be that semi-finalist. Refresh, as good as he's been, as much as he's given us, this is a Team Liquid victory, teed up. He's on for a 3rd. NaVi dead as well. Refresh, how are you making this happen? Grim, the pit hero, the guy who's dug deep throughout this entire series to save that A-bomb site, has now got to come in clutch at B. Refresh on for the ace in a 1-on-5 clutch. He's looking to keep his legacy in check. This never should have happened. It should have never been this close. Grim, his heart's racing, his heart's beating, but Refresh can't find him. It's a guessing game. Stick on the bomb. Grim doesn't swing. He thinks it's a fake. Refresh with all 5, and we're going to overtime.
Grouping up with the rest of Heroic, you've got plenty of time. You don't know about Elige. He can swing out on that flash, but it does nothing to them. Elige dead instantly. Grim now pit king, but this is too much to ask for one man alone.
Oh, he's dead right away. And Stewie is just left saving in overtime. There's really nothing he can hope to do here. Fallen feeling the pressure, but they're going to get past him. Wrapping CT. Now, here's the footsteps, but oh my god, they are coming his way, and he does not like what he sees. Him and Stewie both fall, and with it, so does the B-bomb site. Fallen's trying to catch up with these players, trying to come in on the backstab. We'll get one, but a deep smoke cuts him out, cuts him off, and makes this CT push down near Suicide. He's got to wait for that to fade, and this is only going to give more time to Heroic. They drop Grim down. Stewie dead on the swing, and just like that, B is open for business again.
It's a freebie. Liquid have been locked out of these rounds. Nav has to multi-kill. He's flashed through. He will die. Liquid, if this was Reg, they would be saving before that even came in. Well, now you've got to give it everything. Last round of the half. Being flanked by Refresh, the man that put the knife in the back. The MVP. And he's here to end it all. There's one. Now they know the back is open. Elige all the stand, and he's clearing dead angles. It's clean.
Down forward is everything for Heroic. It got them the info that Banana was clear, and so you're calling for an early 4-man setup at this A-bomb site. Liquid are walking into the stack. They don't survive the first encounter. 2 men down now. Liquid trying their best to hang on, but their best might not be good enough. Stewie burning alive, and it's all eyes on Fallen. 1-on-3. The bomb out on short. He can't find a thing. He's trapped in a prison of Heroic's making. Trapped in a prison of the mind, and it's Heroic to take the victory, locking in a semi-finals versus NaVi, and it all comes off the back of that Refresh 1-on-5 in round 30.